Hello and welcome everyone. This is MrSovr, also known as Parker on YouTube, and this is the second video for PADs update. And so far, I've actually gotten quite a bit of stuff done. For the GUI that I was working on, which runs on App GameKit. If you don't know what that is, look at previous videos or go on thegamecreators.com. But essentially, I integrated AGK into my C# program, which is PAD, also known as Parker's Advanced Dimension, which is a ROS, which is again Robot Operating System. A robot operating system is used sort of a bit like Windows is for a computer, but a ROS is specifically for a robot to operate. It's the robot's functionality through software, interaction with hardware, stuff like that. Let me move some stuff here. I do have some circuit boards, if I can orientate this. I'm using two propeller chips, including a board right here that is supposed to be used for basic stamps, but I integrated it for the propeller chip. These are test boards, they're not final design boards. The top circuits have a couple 555 timers that are going to be used as motor controllers. You also have some optocouplers, right? I know you can't really see that at all, but there's optocouplers to prevent the propeller chip from burning out because of the high amps and voltage for the motors to work. But as you can see, here, let me put it up one more time. This board has a lot of functionality on it. I know you probably can't see all of it, but it has many ports, buttons, LEDs, displays, just about anything you can think of. I'm going to be using multiplexers to expand the I/O pins for the microcontroller. But this actual hardware is not going to be, I'm not going to sell it or anything like that. It's just my own use and to demonstrate what PAD can do. In the beginning of PAD, I'm going to only sell software, not actual hardware. Maybe later on with hardware, but that would be way, way in the future. But that's if I have a business through this and not just my individual self. But essentially, the GUI has its own scripting system, sort of a bit like the console does, and the console uses Lua, which is a very easy programming or scripting language, it's not a programming language. The Lua has integrated commands that I built to communicate to PAD and makes Lua a little bit more optimized. Um, I built a app system for the console system, and I've also integrated that into the GUI. I decided to stay with separate GUI and console because if I had a GUI and a console together, you would have to exit out of the GUI and stop the thread in order to continue on the console, which I don't want that really. Now the downside is you have to have two separate app systems, one for the GUI and one for the console, which kind of sucks, but when you think about the GUI is only an optional tool, and even then it's so flexible that you'd probably be using it for like a project or something or developing something. You could probably make an app that starts up the GUI just to specifically show something from the app. Now the only problem is if you shut down the thread, for some reason you cannot restart the thread. So I might have to figure out a way to create a array of threads to one by one start up the GUI when you stop the other one. I don't know, something like that. But anyways, overall, I think it's going really well. I did look into the ARM processor and Adreno to work with the robot operating system, and I can tell you one thing that is hard as heck to do. First of all, I believe the ARM processor you need like a license or something. Adreno, there's no single debugger or compiler or something. It's weird. It's I don't know. I've only looked at it for probably like 30 minutes, so I'm not really for sure. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for this update. I'm going to be working on not just the GUI and simple commands here and there in the console. I'm going to work on perfecting the propeller chip communication, hardware communication, add more features for the app development for my ROS to like hook up ultrasound or ultrasonic sensors, encoder, stuff like that. You can interact with it with pad instead of having high and low pins, and that's just it. But well, technically you can do a lot more than that, but through the actual pad operating system, instead of you creating a specific spin file, so it can rewrite its own code essentially. But so yeah, that's basically my update. Thank you for watching this. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I do do a lot of Minecraft videos, stuff like that, and of course I'm doing this pad update thing. I will be doing a Kickstarter eventually. My goal is something like a couple $1,000s or something like that. It's nothing really big, but figure I'd do it. Like the video if you want, share the video if you want. I know it's a very interesting topic, especially when ROSs are fairly, I don't know if they're rare, but fairly uncommon to be built. The only problem is I'm trying to hurry up as much as possible because I know there's companies out there are developing this type of stuff. There's already a form of ROS that's free, but it's hard as heck to use. Mine is very simple to use compared to other people's ROSs, especially the Linux version, which theoretically can run on Mac and PC. But I know Google is really trying to ramp up with robot technology, which I definitely want to get my product out there before they have something out there. So, anyways, thank you for watching. I know I talk a lot, so I'm gonna end it here. See you later, guys, and well, stay cool.